Worth Brahmas are taking it to the streets, and you can join the fun for free. It's inline and street hockey with the pros. Learn teamwork, how to pass, how to shoot, all in a safe and enjoyable environment. If you're between the ages of 6 and 16, here's your chance to develop your skills with the Blacktop Brahmas Summer Tours. The tour stops at Northeast Mall in Old Navy and Hearst, Randy's, Louisville. Bring your family and enjoy the fun at the next Blacktop Brahmas Hockey Clinic.
Thank you, Dave, for that report, and to prove that the Brahmas really do exist in full flesh. Justin Cardwell, the Brahmas. How you doing, Justin?
Good. Thanks for having us here, Bob.
You could be chilling poolside all summer, but you guys, it's kind of cool what you guys got working out this summer. Like your coach said, exposing a lot of people to the great game of hockey and getting a lot of kids out there playing.
Yeah, I think it's great for us and the kids. From our side of it, it's great for the Brahmas to stay active with the community, and it's a great chance for the young kids to get to know players individually. Instead of just knowing the Brahmas, they can know guys like Justin Cardwell, Mike Tilson, Dan Villeneuve. So when they come to the games, they can relate to us, and we're not just another guy skating around with a helmet and a number on our back. They can actually identify with us. And just getting out there in the community and getting young kids involved in hockey. Hockey's so big down here now with the Stars winning the Cup, and give these young kids a chance to come out and learn a little bit about the game and have some fun while they're doing it.
Your boy Tilson throwing down the eyebrow ring there. You don't have one of those apparently, no?
No, he's a little bit younger than me. Maybe that's in for the young guys, but I'm going to stay away from that.
All right.
I don't think my wife would be too happy if I came home with an eye ring.
That'd probably be a shocker indeed. Now this will be your second year with the Brahmas. In fact, last year, it should be pointed out, Justin went off for a mere 41 goals, and had a pretty nice offensive season for a team that at times played some decent hockey, but I think overall you guys expect a little more net this coming year. But anyway, to get to my question, you come into Fort Worth, Texas, this whole Southern hockey thing, this movement, I guess, if that's what we can call it. I don't know what you thought when you heard you were going to be playing in Fort Worth or when you agreed to play in Fort Worth, but I mean, come on, hockey in Fort Worth, Texas, that doesn't make a heck of a lot of sense to the hockey fan, especially someone from St. Paul like yourself.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I had to make a few phone calls before I came down to find out what was really going on down here. But everyone I talked to said Fort Worth was a great city, and with the success the Stars have been having, it's just come over to Fort Worth, 40 minutes down the highway, and Fort Worth is a great hockey town. The fans there stick with us through thick and thin, which was evident through the season we had this year. Like you said, we struggled at times, but things look good for the summer. Todd's putting together a great team, and with some of the new guys we're going to have, I think we're going to have a really good season next year, and looking forward to it already.
Is it tough to exist with the big brother Dallas Stars right across the street? I mean, in one way, they're really promoting hockey really well for you guys. By the same token, you guys can't run out names like Mike Modano and Brett Hull. Well, check that. Mike Modano and Pierre Turzan, I guess. But does that work for you or against you?
I think a little bit of both. Anyone that plays hockey loves the game, so we're all for the Dallas Stars all the way, and we support them 100%. And I think Brett Hull came out to one of our games this year, supported us 100%, and just the growth of hockey in general is going to help us, obviously. The NHL's already, got their market pretty much. But, anything involving hockey is going to help the Fort Worth Brahmas and get our name out there. And the more we can promote it, hopefully we can fill that arena next year and win a championship for Fort Worth.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the dates of this camp. In fact, I know, gentlemen, we have some of the upcoming dates coming up here. But let's just talk, well, tomorrow, for instance. If you want to get involved, apparently the number on your screen will probably Grandy's in North Richland Hills and Toys R Us in White Settlement. So look for Justin Cardwell in a parking lot near you teaching kids hockey.
Yeah, like tomorrow, 4th of July, so anyone that wants to come out, learn a little bit about the game, meet a few guys, and just, basically just have some fun. The Brahmas are going to supply basically all the gear except for the rollerblades, and all you got to do is show up and be ready to have fun for 2 hours, and if you can stand the heat, come out and join us.
Can you stand the heat?
I'm getting there. We got the pool and the air conditioning going, but I'm getting used to it.
All right, that's pretty cool. All right, tell you what we'll do. Let's first give out the number again. If you want to talk with Justin, you're certainly welcome to at 214-787-1001. We'll get some time back here on the other side. Justin's a guy who grew up in the game of hockey. We'll talk a little stick and puck. We'll see what you thought of the Stars moves, and we'll keep getting the word out about this Brahmas clinic. We'll do that over here. Coming up next on Sports Talk on Texas Cable News. Stay with us. All right, there, of course, the Blacktop Brahmas schedule, and like Justin Cardwell has been telling me here, I guess you pretty much just show up tomorrow morning and it's all good, right?
Yeah, the Brahmas, just bring everything. The Brahmas will supply everything except for the skates, so just bring your skates. You can wear your shoes if you want, but basically just come out and have some fun and shoot the ball around with us.
Yeah, in case you just tuned in, basically the deal is this. It's a clinic with which to have a good time playing hockey. You got some kids. In fact, I'm amazed at the youth leagues. In fact, the Stars are building ice arenas every 15 minutes. Another arena pops up around the Metroplex, and the leagues fill up that quick. In fact, I know for a fact because the adult leagues have to play like at 2 in the morning for us to get any ice time because the kids are everywhere filling up the league. So it's growing, and who knows? Maybe before we all die of old age, Texas will put somebody in the National Hockey League. Who knows?
Yeah, it'd be nice to see.
Yeah, it's probably something that you could have got pretty long odds on in Vegas here a couple of years ago. But the more it happens, you got the tornado happening, and you got a lot of teams, a lot of people playing hockey. So good things are no doubt happening. Let's talk a little bit about where you guys are as a league. Forgive me for messing this up a little bit, but there were 2 leagues pretty much here in Texas and in the southern region and so forth, and there's been a merger. It's going to allow you guys to build some obvious rivalries and actually reunite some old rivalries. I know Fort Worth and Oklahoma City always had it out for each other. Well, the leagues are kind of merging to help transportation and help some of the other things you guys deal with, right?
Yeah, I think the main reason was cost factor, and just our league, the Western Professional League, decided to join with the Central Hockey League. So next year we're going to be called the Central Hockey League, and like you said, we're going to have the old rivalry back, Fort Worth, Oak City. And I know a lot of older people were talking about that even last year when I was playing for the Brahmas. So that's going to be a big rivalry. People are excited about it already. And overall, it's just going to improve our league, a lot younger players, and a little bit more exciting hockey, I think. And the fans should get their tickets early and come out and catch the earliest game we have against Oak City, because I'm sure it's going to be exciting.
Is that the biggest grind you guys deal with, is getting from place to place? Because let's face it, this is not first class on the Learjet or whatever. This is a lot of bus riding, right?
Oh yeah, we're not the NHL here. Yeah, we do make the long bus rides. We're not complaining, but it's not the life of luxury that people imagine. We're on the bus 10, 12 hours, get off, play a game, and do that for 64, 70 games a season. So it wears on you, but we wouldn't be doing it if we didn't love the game.
Absolutely.
And, that's basically the bottom line.
Yeah, you're certainly not doing it for the money. In fact, I know a lot of you guys have to seek summer employment and so forth to keep things going. But you're a guy, you love the game of hockey, and you're also like me. You don't want to have to work a real job as long as possible, right? I mean, I think we know how things are going, right?
Yeah, if I could play hockey in this league till I'm 55, I'll do it.
Right, bring it on.
I'll be able to scan the league.
All right, let's talk to another Justin. Justin, you're in Dallas. How you doing tonight?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good.
Hey, Justin. Big fan. I'm born and raised in Fort Worth. Always been coming to the Brahmas games since you guys have been there. Just want to know where you guys were headed next year in terms of any new players, new prospects that we haven't heard about in the normal papers.
Right now, to be honest with you, there's not much happening. Obviously, with Todd Lalonde as the head coach now, things are looking up. Todd has a great reputation in this league, and he has a recruiting knack, and he can get young, good players in. And I think the Brahmas are definitely headed up. It's not that hard after a record last year, but I'm 3 months away. I'm excited, and I think we're gonna have a young, talented team that's hungry to play every night. And right now, I'd say we're definitely going to be in the playoffs, and we're definitely going to be contenders. We obviously got Chris Johnson coming in, who was in Central Texas, and Craig Johnson, who was with us last year, and then myself, Ben Gorwich, Chad Willard. A lot of the younger guys are back, and just with Todd at the helm this year, I think it's going to be a whole different ballgame, and we're really excited about the season.
If you guys are looking for players, there's a guy who played in Dallas last year that I think needs a job these days, but I don't know if he fits under the financial constraints that you guys are dealing with, but
we might have to pay him a
we can talk
10-year contract or something.
I don't think Hull's riding the bus anytime soon.
No.
What are the times again tomorrow? We're at
the Stockyards,
Yeah.
9 to 11 tomorrow, and Blacktop Brahmas. And like I said, just bring out your rollerblades or your shoes and come out and mess around with us for a while.
Awesome. Should be very cool. Wow, we got a big accident here in the studio. Justin, very nice to have you with us, man.
Yeah, nice to see you again, Bob.
In fact, I'm going to run you on the radio on Thursday, play a little game, and not take things so seriously.
Yeah, I'll have to get up my trivia before that. And,
Absolutely.
I don't embarrass myself.
Very nice. All right, Justin Cardwell, the Fort Worth Brahmas. Make sure you check those guys out at the Stockyards tomorrow, especially if you have some kids, or if you are a kid, you want to get out there and expose yourself to the great game of hockey. I invite you to do that tomorrow morning, 9 to 11, at the Fort Worth Stockyards Station, to be exact. All right, when we come back, Dale Hansen Sports.
turn around, you look, and you shoot.
It may be the middle of summer, but that doesn't mean that the hockey sticks have to stay in the closet. This summer, the Fort Worth Brahmas have become the Blacktop Brahmas and are helping kids learn about the game of hockey.
It's a little different. The skating techniques are pretty much the same. Stopping and turning is a little different, but again, we're not going full speed out here, and we're not getting body checked into any boards and all like that.
With our kind of push to make sure that we continue to have hockey through the months of June, July, and August to keep people interested in the sport and to expose kids to the sport, to have the players out here teaching the clinics, I think gives these players a real good boost. And I'll tell you, to have 25 and 30 kids out in 80 or 90 or even 100-degree weather shows that hockey is a viable sport in this area.
On 3, go Brahmas. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Go Brahmas! All right!
And while some of these players may not enjoy the Texas summer heat, they all enjoy sharing their love for hockey with these young players.
Each year is just amazing how many kids are showing up. And the level too, I mean, it's, you know, from 3 to 14, 15 years old, and it's just all the kids are having fun, and we are too.
I think it's great. I mean, obviously our team's made a solid commitment to kind of doing things for the community and specifically the youth of the community. And I think, you know, to be able to maintain kind of a hockey presence throughout these dreadful months of June, July, and August with the heat is tremendous.
All right, good shot.
And the kids, well, they look like they're having a pretty good time as well.
What do you think of these Brahmas out here? What do you think?
It's cool.
Yeah, they could have chilled out in the pool all day, but they decided to come over here and sweat.
What do you think?
Oh, I think she loved it. I think we're going to have to be going to the next Brahmas Blacktop.
Dave Scallon, Channel 8 Sports in Fort Worth.
Get out your sticks and helmets. It's time for some street hockey with the Fort Worth Brahmas. For the third year in a row, the Brahmas will host 24 free clinics to kids between the ages of 6 and 16. And from the looks of things, it seems like they've already picked up a thing or two.
Good shot.
How to shoot better and how to play in the sun.
I play now and then, but I don't really learn very much. I just go along with what everybody else is doing.
We're going to try to, you know, work on passing, on shooting, and on control of the ball. Then after that, just scrimmage. I mean, it's just for the kids.
The Blacktop Brahmas program is a great way to build the team's younger fan base. Fort Worth players are often reunited with their summertime friends.
You get a couple kids come up to you saying, "Do you remember me? Do you remember me?" And it makes you feel good that you're helped out all summer, and the kids still recognize who you are. And pretty much, you know, you got little fans running around now yelling your name just because you come out here and help them out.
With 14 more stops in Fort Worth and Arlington, playing street hockey in the 100-degree heat, it makes the Brahmas players appreciate that ice a whole lot more.
Good job, good shot. I'm from Canada, and the snow, I love the snow. So now it's like, yeah, like you said, 100 degrees outside, but it's fun.
Growing up in Canada, you know, it's a little different, but down here in Texas, they don't have the opportunity to really play hockey as much as we did back home. So we're just going to start playing and get into the games. We have water here and refreshments for all the kids, so we're just having a good time.
In Fort Worth, I'm Mike Rogers, WB 33 Sports.